we want to look at time today, the length of time between those two extremes, between life or birth and expiration. Yeah, not our funeral, because we'd have been long dead before we actually our bodies attend the funeral on our behalf as a representative of us. But what we do in between those two extremes, we want to discuss today, if you don't mind. So in between those two extremes, or where you are today, how much of your time do you control? I want you to consider these points. How much of your time do you control, or how much of your time is in the hands of somebody else? These are questions that I'm asking you, and I want you to write them down. I don't want you to just assume you can remember all of this. These are questions that I want you to answer. Now, what time do you control? If you're working for somebody, you obviously don't control your time between 9 and 5. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If you don't control between 9 and 5, do you control the time when you're sleeping? Most of us do not, because when we are awake in the morning, we can't remember, most of us, what we dreamt about. And if you can't remember, then you're not in control of that time. Looking at a day to us is 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 46 seconds. Now, the next question is, how valuable is time to you? How valuable is time? How valuable is time? So therefore, we're going to break it down. So what is the value of a second to you, or do seconds not matter? And if you was to put a monetary value on it, what monetary value would you place on a second? Because we've certainly thrown away enough seconds, right, in our lifetime. So what's the value of a minute to you? And what's the value of an hour to you? And what's the value of a day to you? The value of a week, the value of a month, the value of a year, and lastly, the value of your lifespan.